With Magic Millions only 3 weeks away, their sales graduates are very much coming to the fore on the racetrack this weekend. Let's start with 2-year-old colt Stormboy, who'll be looking to cement his position in the Magic Millions 2-year-old Classic in the Group 3 BJ McLaughlin at Eagle Farm.
Stormboy looks in really good order. Obviously couldn't have been any more impressive for us on debut, and I think he's taken nice improvement off the back of that. Certainly just some nice natural progression, having had his first racetrack experience. He's had the opportunity to get up to Queensland and settle in nicely, and that's certainly been the plan with him, with the overall aim of been trying to qualify him and get him ready for the Magic Millions 2-year-old Classic. So it looks a nice race for him, looks very well placed here, and hopefully we can continue to see that nice progression from a talented horse.
Zoom On is one graduate that won't be making his way to the Gold Coast in January, as he's currently on the other side of the country in WA preparing for the $1 million Perth Cup via this weekend's Ted Van Heemst at Ascot.
This looks to be the ideal lead-up race for Zoom On as he heads towards the Perth Cup. Obviously only a small field here. He's drawn wide, but expect him to be able to push forward and put himself in a prominent position. Last start, just over a distance which would have been short of his best, just under the Group 1 weight for age conditions. At that distance, he just got a little bit out of his ground from the draw. It made it difficult to make up the ground against those sharper types. But back up and trip here, back to a smaller field, can certainly see him being able to bounce back for us.
At Randwick, Blue Blood Thoroughbreds are double-armed in the 1800 metre contest with So United and Too Much Caviar, both of whom could take their place in the 2200 metre Magic Millions Sub-Zero 3 weeks later, should the plan come off.
So United's most likely got the advantage here for having had the most recent run already this preparation. I think he'll improve nicely off the back of that and be well suited stepping up in trip. Too Much Caviar couldn't have been more impressive in certainly his latest trial to date. So first up, I think he'll continue to take nice improvement. Both horses will continue to appreciate the drying conditions.
I'm a Dirty Rascal is an import, so ineligible for these sales races. He's back up in grade and over a suitable distance, but carrying a large impost. How do you see him measuring up?
I feel Dirty Rascal's been building towards a nice performance. Certainly his 2 runs to date this preparation have been very promising and very encouraging. He's stepping back in grade here, which no doubt going to be a big positive for him, and as such he's got to carry that weight. Hopefully we can see him a little bit more prominent in the run as such, now that he's third up and fitter at this point of his campaign. Certainly feel he's going to make his presence felt.
Last but not least is Straight Charge, who was purchased by the astute Yulong Investments for $270,000 in January, which is below the sale average. He looks like he could be extremely hard to beat in the Magic Millions 2-year-old Classic. How has he been training in the lead up to his first up run this preparation?
This is a really important race for Straight Charge as he heads towards the Magic Millions 2-year-old Classic. Obviously he was very impressive on debut. He was brave and just went down late by the narrowest of margins in the Group 3 Breeders' Plate. That style of preparation's traditionally been a very good lead up for the Magic Millions race itself. So I certainly feel he's the right class of horse. He's bringing the right form lines, which have certainly stood up already. So an important race for him, and expect him to be nice and forward and prominent in the run.